Good evening. I'm going to show you guys how to make a proper splice. You need wire, two 14 gauge solid wires. You need some sort of medium to strip them. These are my handy dandy Nipexes. What I do is I take about 2 inches. You're saying 2 inches, that's too much. No, 2 inches. Strip off about 2 inches right there. Not so handy dandy, are they? About 2 inches right there. About 2 inches right there. Two inches right there. Right. Get the conductors together, and you get the insulation to be approximately all in the same position. All right. Now, if you want to pre-twist, you take 2 conductors, fold them back. Take the other 2 conductors, fold them that way. Get a nice 90-degree angle there. And the reason I use the 2 inches is because then I get a lot of leverage. And when I twist the wires, they get twisted real nice. Now then I'll cut them back and put my handy dandy 3M wire nut on them. Now I will twist it until these wires here start twisting together. Now, it's solid. Can't pull anything out. Great and dandy. That's 4 conductors. Now, when you take it off, have a nice solid connection there. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing now and not pre-twist them. Oh my God, he's not going to pre-twist the wires. The building's going to burn down. No, it's not. That's one. These aren't the best strippers in the world, but they are handy dandy pliers. 2. 3. 4. Okay, now do the same thing. As a matter of fact, and I just have them in a loop like that. So what I'll do to make things easier for me is I'll separate them like that. Get the wires all together with the insulation in the same approximate space. Put the wires together. I will cut them to my desired wire nut length, which is approximately 5/8, maybe a 1/2 inch, blah blah blah. Put the wires together. Take my handy dandy wire nut, make sure everything's nice and even. And when you put them in like that, you do a reverse twist first for everything to slip in, and then you go forward. And then it's caught all the conductors. And you twist it until you start twisting this part of the wire. Now look what happens. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is what happens. shit, that's a terrible connection. No, it's not. No, it isn't. Now, you can't tell here, but there are little ridges cut into the wire, all the way around the wire, done by that little conical spring in there that has razor sharp edges that cuts into that. Now, the purpose of the wire nut isn't just to cover and insulate this. The purpose of the wire nut is if this wire ever starts overloading or overheating, what's going to happen is the copper deforms. It'll twist in much smaller increments, but it'll twist and it'll eventually, no matter how tight you tightened it with your pliers, it will deform. The little razors in there going around that wire, cutting into every single strand, every conductor, I mean not strand because this is a solid wire, not stranded wire, but cutting into every single wire there. I can't really zoom in too well because this is a selfie type of thing, but you have these little razor cuts, and when this is in, nicely tightened around it, just enough to get this twisted, you're going to have a solid connection. Because what's going to happen if this does overheat and those wires start deforming, doing this, the spring is going to open and close, and because it's cut into the wire, it's going to open and close with it. That's going to maintain a solid connection in case of some sort of overload or something like that, or continuous blah blah blah, action over and over and over and over and over and over. That's how it's supposed to be done. Okay? This is maybe the best example, but I could do a better example. I'm a little nervous. I've never done this before. But here's the other thing. Let's separate these wires. They're all nice and separate. Can't pull them out, can I? Not coming out. Oh my God. It didn't come loose. Oh my God, it's a solid connection.